Hello, my name is Richard Spilman, and I am the Education Coordinator at the Delta Cultural Center, and just want to welcome you all to a special presentation that we're going to be doing. It is going to be on African Americans in the Civil War and the importance that they played during the Civil War and even after the Civil War. And we're going to be doing this at Freedom Park. And Freedom Park today is a day use area. People can come here and take a short walk their dog. But not only that, but it also has a lot of other important historical significance to it. Today it interprets African American history from anywhere from early slavery area to the Civil War to even after the accomplishments African Americans made after the Civil War itself. But there's also an important part that Freedom Park played during the Civil War itself. We're going to talk about that and about the important contributions that African Americans made during the Civil War. Come with me and we'll take a look and we'll show you some other things that Freedom Park has to interpret. What you're looking at here is the former site of a contraband camp. The African Americans came down here, came as far north as St. Francis County. They came down here and they were freed once they came down here to Helena. They originally were referred to as contraband or properties of the Union soldiers, but later, after the Emancipation Proclamation, this is referred to as a Freedmen's Camp. The contraband group that was here built Fort Curtis, and then they started in July of 1862. They finished, and it was dedicated in October 30th of 1862. Once they were done with this, after 1863, many of them formed African American regiments here and fought in the Civil War during the remainder of the war. Helena was only one of several freedmen camps that found throughout the South. One of the closest being to here was actually Pine Bluff, but we also had some in Corinth and other different places throughout the South. And by the war's end, there were 100 freedmen camps throughout the entire South. There were a lot of problems and hardships that were found throughout these camps as well. Some of them being food that people would eat. Sometimes the food and the rations they would get would be starchy food, corn, hominy, breads, things that weren't really the best in diet, but that was the best thing they could have to feed a large group of people. Being in some areas, there was also prone to flooding, especially here in the flat Delta Plain. Flooding was also a problem, and so many times the water they would have access to wasn't always the best. In some places, people could find churches and homes that they could stay in, but in some rural areas, best that they could have to stay in were tents, and so they were sleeping in tents on often cold, wet, soggy grounds. However, there was also a lot of good things that came about as well. This was the first time that these people had freedom. They had freedom to do what they wanted to do. They had freedom of religion as well. They never had that before, so they could have a chance to meet and pray and do the things they wanted to do. They had a chance to get together and meet and join together as a family. So not only did they have these problems, they also had these great things, opportunities that came about as well. And this is the first chance at a new start to their new lives.